So this is quite good, isn't it? I've never been here before. I do like watching the birds, but I've never been along here to see this little thing. And then you can see the view of the Solway estuary, the Solway coast. See, there's not a breath of wind in the air, so you can hear things. And then see over there, it's not that clear a day, but over there you can see those masts. You know, that used to be military, and then now it's those masts there are for the signal, you know. I wish it would bloody well focus. It's quite amazing, you can hear the birds. Oh, that's a guillemot. Kittiwake. Oh no, it's a goose. And then you get all the other birds as well. Oh look, there's a geese up there. Look. Oh, that's nice. That's it. I thought that, that's it. There's always one noisy one, isn't there? There's a funny noise coming, there's a sort of squeaky sound coming out of the thing. I don't know what that is. It's a very strange noise. You can hear their little flappy wings. It's funny, isn't it? Oh, how sweet. They all take their turn up front. That's a little bit the cyclists, because the cyclists form an echelon in the wind. That's why they go diagonally across the road. It's to shield themselves from the wind. If there's an easterly, they go from right to left to shield themselves from the wind. And so that's sort of like that. So essentially when you're cycling in a group, you're like geese. You're essentially becoming closer to nature. That's why cycling's such a great activity and pastime. That's why I enjoy it so much. I've had enough of that for today. I think, let's put it into fourth. Sometimes I go from second to fourth. That's one of those advanced techniques that you really only learn once you've passed your test. But nobody really teaches that, because they wouldn't want to encourage you to do that sort of thing, changing gears, so in that way. So no, I'm not holding the camera, there's someone behind me with a long arm holding it over my head. That's why it's okay. So then you're okay. That's legal. But it's not legal to hold it yourself. You can't hold it yourself. They've spoiled my vibe, as they say. I wanted to go fast over this bridge like Colin McRae Rally, but it's going to be very pedestrian. Look, very pedestrian, rubbish. So, but that's the thing. You've got to. It's not a racetrack, is it? I think. I've never been. Oh, I think I went along here once when I was a child, and we went down there at the bird watching thing. But when you're that young, you don't really appreciate it. Controlled wildfowling. I mean, I think you've got to appreciate nature and, you know, view the birds and then take a gun and shoot them as well. You know, that's nice. Let's go for a little drive now. When I'm out looking at the birds, I also sometimes like to look at the old railways as well. And this is actually a little village, or is it a hamlet or something? I used to think hamlet was an English word. Maybe it is. I don't know the etymology of that. But at the end of the day, look, if you look out of the window, that is the old Ruthwell Station. That used to be a station. That used to be a station. It's now like many of the old stations. Like many of the old excuse me. Like many of the old stations, they've been converted into private dwellings, and this one is no exception. You can see the old railway line, and look, if it says Ruthwell Station. So the train that goes to Carl. Oh look, there's some donkeys. Is that some donkeys? I hope it picks it up. Some donkeys. Ruthwell Station. And that the train goes past that, but it used to stop there. But I think it's probably a long time since. Is that a train coming? Oh, that's great. No, I think I think it's a car, but that's the old Ruthwell Station. So I don't know when they last used that as an actual station, but the trains still pass it every day. And then when you come out on the main road, you get a nice view coming into Dumfries. I very much enjoy it. I'm in the car. I'm in the fucking car. I'm not in the fucking bike. Look at how it's been. So if you look back, you can't really see. Sometimes the people like to make a feature out of the old private residence to pick up some of the themes of the old station, because it's very interesting for people like me. So if you look back there, that's the station there. So here's another interesting thing. This is Station Road. This used to be Locharbriggs railway station that they closed in the, I think it was the 60s, it might have been the 50s, but it says private road. I don't think it's private. I mean any road that's a cul-de-sac is able to be used by anyone, I would have thought, especially if it's got local interest. So I'm not doing anything untoward. Beware of the dogs. So down there's a big, that used to, well, this did used to be this used to be Locharbriggs Station up here somewhere, but it's all gone a bit dark, so you can't really see. There's a strange noise coming from this car. I don't know what it is. It's making me feel slightly disconcerted, but so we don't want to be disconcerted, we want to be concerted. We want to make a concerted effort to do things properly, but I mean, this doesn't really show the old station, but I thought I would continue the theme of the stations. I wouldn't call myself a train spotter, because train spotters carry around a notepad and take down the numbers of the trains, but that doesn't seem very worthwhile to me. I don't really see the point of that. I mean, I don't really care which train it is. I'm more interested in the stations. Kittiwake. Goose. Oh look, there's a geese up there.